The Leo and Danny show. Speaking of how I'm not sure how it's working out, I was talking about the girls that I observed while I was eating sushi with my girlfriend. The table next to us, there was a fucking married couple, Leo, and you see the contrast between these young girls with the jeans pulled up to their navel and the big asses, and them full of life, eyes wide, looking around for potential mates. And then you see this fucking bitch who was probably 39, there with her husband. They had a kid there in a high chair, and it was just fucking over.
Really?
Okay, it is quiet out there in the dining space because isolation and COVID, there aren't nearly as many patrons in the restaurant. I can hear their entire conversation, which wasn't hard because there was no fucking conversation. Dead silence for 10 minutes. They finally say a couple words, and it's with regard to the kid's little bento box that they brought him out because he couldn't eat real sushi. At one point, my girlfriend was talking she gave me some hypothetical. She's like, would you rather lick Fanjerry's asshole for 10 minutes or
anything?
Or I forgot what the other thing was. It must have been pretty extreme if situation A is licking Fanjerry's ass. But she said that, and the lady shot her a dirty look because she said, because Mia was a little drunk and the kid was right there listening. Yeah. But I just thought, like, holy fuck, man. Like, this bitch, her entire time in college and then going through her career life in her 20s and then her early 30s, her goal was to find a husband, have a kid, and reproduce. And now this lady sitting next to us had that, and it couldn't be more clear that she was miserable. Her eyes were dead. I saw the judgment as she watched the hygiened girls walk by with their big asses. It was two different worlds.
Yeah, man. That being jealous of young girls, I feel like it's a thing that's easier. Well, I've seen it in women a lot. I don't know that men are really that jealous of the youth. I mean, look,
we
when
also
I'm like
don't
50,
know.
Yeah, when I'm 50,
exactly. You haven't hit your post prime yet.
Right. When I hit that time period, I mean, if I look at the youth, I might have some envy. Maybe not. I don't know how it's gonna go, but for women, I've seen it be pretty gnarly. Go ahead, what, you fucking son of a bitch?
Your midlife crisis is going to be nuclear in proportions.
You think so?
Yeah, you are going to explode when you're 42.
Well, the thing is, though, but
I get to see Leo kicking open the front door of his fucking house in a wife beater stained with spaghetti, a bottle of whiskey in his hand. His wife runs out crying after him, and you're, fuck you, bitch, I'm getting out of here.
Get the fuck out of here. I can have any young bitch I want. Get the fuck out of here.
You're going to drive your Ford Taurus to a Lamborghini dealership.
Yeah.
You're going to buy one on credit.
My light savings.
And then you're just going to drive straight to Vegas. That's going to happen when you're 42.
Yep. Look, but you know what? Who keeps me alive? Who keeps me going? Is guys like Jason Statham. It's guys like, even Terry Crews. He's black. Statham is fucking.
You hear that?
What?
As if we were doubting that somebody who was black could keep you alive?
No, I'm saying that Terry Crews, it looks fucking really young, and it has, a little bit, black people look really great in their older stages. He's 52, and have you seen his body? It's fucking out of control. Anyway, Jason Statham, guys like that, you can still be a huge stud at 50.
Can we rewind that?
A 22-year-old.
Jason Statham, he keeps me going. Something else, I don't hate the blacks. That's what I heard right there. I don't know what Austin heard, but that's what I heard.
All I'm saying is that Terry Crews looks great, and he's a black man. I mean, I don't know. It's more common for them to look good in their older ages. But like guys like that, look, there's a lot, you can stay attractive for a long time. And guys like me, I'm vain. My grandfather, though, was a perfect example of a guy like me. And what he did was he married, when he was 50 years old, he married a 30-year-old, and he retired in Puerto Rico for the remainder of his years. He died when he was 84. He was still attractive. I swear to God, he was still good looking. I mean, obviously, he couldn't pull a 25-year-old when he was 84, but he was like a good-looking old man. You know what I mean? And it is something to worry about. That's why I'm working hard to try to get some kind of education under my belt so that I can be like my acting teacher who says he would love to just, live out his remaining years in a wheelchair. No, not a wheelchair, a rocking chair.
Yeah.
Jesus,
Leo,
a wheelchair.
I'm not doubting you here, but what education are you working really hard to get under your belt?
Well, I'm trying to be much more of a reader. All right.
Yeah. How's page 30 of Don Quixote going?
Don Quixote, that is a tough one. All right. And just because you keep fucking with me, I'm gonna finish that book. one day.
Okay.
But I have read quite a few books this year. Do you want the list?
Give me your favorite one and tell me why it was profound in
Damn
your
it,
life.
dude. This is David Goggins' book. It was good.
What
It
about To
pumped
Kill a
me up.
Mockingbird?
To Kill a Mockingbird? No, that's not my favorite book. To be honest, I just said that because I was nervous and you were being mean to me that day. But the truth is, The Alchemist is my favorite book. The Alchemist is my favorite book. All right, and it's for obvious reasons. It's all about following your heart.
I haven't read The Alchemist.
It's a good one. You'd like it.
No, I'm just fucking. You made it sound like you were getting some sort of night school education.
No. I look. I know there's much more to life than being attractive. I really enjoy that part of my life, though. So I do wonder what happens. Marlon just texted me. He's probably here. I do wonder what happens once you grow old and you don't have that anymore. So I would love to be, but marriage doesn't seem that appealing anymore. It doesn't seem like that's the path to happiness. So I'm a little worried, and that's what I'm going to look for the answer in the books.
I've got a video idea. Leo's been telling me that he's got a makeup guy who can give us old man makeup for $1,000. Leo's getting in it. He's going out to a bar at daytime, and he's going to see if he can get laid.
Oh, my God. That sounds amazing. But you got to do it with me. Can you be my wingman?
Yep.
An old wingman.
Yep.
Oh, I got it then. If you're my old wingman, I got it, dude. We're gonna tell war stories.
This sounds fucking juicy.
Wait, time out. Were we in the war together?
We tell war stories already when we're not in makeup, so it seems logical we'll do it when we're old.
What war were we in?
Well, I think we can stretch back as far as World War One. I mean, we've gone to World War II as it is.
We're 98 years old, dude.
World War One, you have to be like 112 at this
you
point.
got to be so old. All right, let's see if Marlon Sims.
No. World War One, you have to be like 120, right? There are no World War One survivors left, and World War II survivors are disappearing at a rapid pace.
I think we're down to just one.
All right, should I
just lost our
should I go get
Last what?
I'm gonna go get our
World War II
guest.
survivors.
You're incorrect. There are still hundreds of thousands, but it goes down by about 100,000 every year. I've looked this up. Yeah, grab him.
I'm gonna give him a drink. I'll bring him in.
Great, I get a piss too. Yeah, Austin, I looked it up. So the last World War I veteran died, I don't know, 10 or 20 years ago, and then World War II, we had a lot of them until about 10 years ago. But if you think about it, we got into World War II when? Like 1939 is when we hopped in? So that's
early 40s.
That's, what, 79 years ago? 80 years ago? I can't do the fucking math right now, but you had to be 18-ish, somewhere a little lower. So, I don't know. What am I saying? You're like in your fucking late 80s or 90s. There aren't that many of those guys left. Plus, they were heavy drinkers.
My great-grandfather was one of the ones that lied about his age at 16.
When was he born?
I don't know the year. I just know he was 16 in World War II whenever he fought in it. And then he got captured by the Japanese and was locked in a POW camp.
Oh, this has been a very precise study of age in World War II. I'm sorry. I wish I could figure this out quicker in my head. Math isn't my strong suit. It's late in the day, though. We have our guest coming in.